Greetings. Today we will look at a verse from Ezekiel chapter 33, and it is 21. So before we look at this verse, Ezekiel chapter 1 to 24 speaks about the commission of Ezekiel and the judgment upon the nation of Israel. So when God talks about the judgment of nation of Israel, and he also speaks about their sins. And then from chapter 25 up to 32, it is speaking about the judgment of the other nations. So God is not just a God of Israel, God is a sovereign God and he rules over the entire universe. So God speaks about the judgment of other nations from 25 to 32. So the verse that I am going to read, that is Ezekiel 33 verse 21, is a unique verse. And it is the verse that is talking about the complete fall of Jerusalem. I mean the final deportation that takes place during the reign of Zedekiah, where the king Zedekiah's eyes plucked out and he has been taken to captivity by Nebuchadnezzar. And that's the date that I am reading here in Ezekiel 33 verse 21. Now in the 12th year of our exile, on the 5th of the 10th month, the refugees from Jerusalem came to me saying, the city has been taken. And that's it, over. The temple is destroyed and all that God gave to them as a privilege, and they lost it because of their unfaithfulness to the Mosaic covenant. And that's the news that we hear from these refugees. And look at verse 22. It's a very unique verse. Now the hand of the Lord had been upon me in the evening before even the refugees came. I mean, before the refugees bring the news to Ezekiel that the city is fallen, and the hand of God was upon Ezekiel. Why the hand of God was upon Ezekiel? Look at verse 22. He opened my mouth at that time. They came to me in the morning, but he opened my mouth during the night. And Ezekiel goes with a series of night sermons, that is from chapter 33 up to 39. So before the destruction comes to the people that are in captive, before the news that comes, God is preaching about a restoration. When we see that before even the judgment here is being heard by these people, God is talking about the future plans. And when we read Ezekiel 34 and 35, speaking about David, the greater David being the shepherd, how he is going to shepherd them. And then in 36, God is speaking about giving the new heart, making a new covenant. And in 37, the valley of dry bones, regathering of the nation of Israel. And 38 and 39, the protection of God for the nation of Israel from the enemies. So these are all the series of sermons that happened during the night, but the next day refugees bring the news. So I mean, God is very, very gracious. There is a grace that is displayed in the Old Testament at this place. I mean, in fact, there are a lot of places where we see the grace. So before the refugees bring the destruction news, God opens the mouth of Ezekiel and he gives the future plan of God with respect to their restoration. And then of course they hear the news. So that's how God works with his people. So when they fail the Mosaic covenant, God switch over in his dealing with the people of Israel based on the Davidic covenant, based on the Abrahamic covenant, based on the unconditional covenants. So that's the nature and character of God that we see here. Thank you.